never, never rely on property photographs alone when it comes to making a decision on whether you should view a property or not. Okay, I've said this before, 70% of properties that end up selling are sold to people that originally dismissed them online. And they've dismissed them because they thought they looked too small, or they were ugly, or they thought it needed work, or the photographs were badly taken. And I see people dismissing their dream homes all the time on the back of photographs, bad photographs. It's so easy to do, right? You're browsing through Rightmove, you don't like something, you dismiss it, and sometimes it is difficult to see beyond that. And once you've dismissed something once, every time you see it, you keep telling yourself that you've dismissed it, and you're waiting for the next one to come on. But let me tell you something: with a little bit of imagination, you might end up finding the dream property for a much, much better price. And often, if you're dismissing something based on bad, poorly advertised properties online, poor photographs online, then other people are doing that as well, which just means there's then less competition if you go and have a look at it, which means you can negotiate a much better price. So look, let me show you what I mean, and make myself a little smaller here. Too small. Okay, so look, I've just pulled off a couple of properties, and literally this was on. I just scrolled through. I typed in Chelmsford. I scrolled through, which is roughly the area that we're in. I then scrolled through on page one, and just like very, very quickly, it didn't take me long, pulled out a couple of properties that I thought were, not badly priced, but still remained on the market. Now, there could be a number of reasons behind that, but I just thought, a lot of the time, let's take this one, for example. Look, this image has been taken with 3 cars on the drive. Okay, so firstly, you can't even see the drive. Yes, you can see there are 3 cars on it, but the main focus is on the cars, and it's meant to be on the house. It's just one of those things, like psychologically, it's just really easy to come across that image and go, oh, I don't like that, and move on. And let's say you didn't. Let's say you clicked onto the image and and then you started looking through. So immediately you're thinking, oh God, the kitchen is not that great. Oh, it looks dark, it looks cluttered, and then bang, you're done. 4, 5, 6 photographs maximum. You skip it and move on to the next one. But look, I'm here to tell you, don't do that. Get rid of this idea that, stop talking about furniture and clutter, because that stuff, can be changed. The decor can be changed. But look how poorly, advertised this is. Honestly, realistically, what should have happened here, and the whole thing could look completely different if this chair was moved out of the way. Some of these items were decluttered. Perhaps it was taken from a different angle. That whole room could look different. I mean, look, if you purchased this property and changed the carpets, redecorated everything at a minimal cost, by the way, so you put like nice cream carpets in, put nice curtains in, decluttered the whole space. If you just use your imagination right now, in regards to doing that to that room, it would look like a completely different room. This whole thing has been poorly promoted. Let's get the pen out. This shouldn't be here because it takes up too much space. Coffee table probably shouldn't even be in the shot. All of this, all of this needs to be decluttered. And then the image should be taken a little further back. It will give you honestly, you'll be looking at this in a completely different way. So if we just carry on, let's see. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This house is going to be dismissed constantly online because most people can't see beyond what they can see with their own eyes. There's even a little creepy doll over here. People don't want to see that. That room could be transformed. Now, just think about that when you're viewing properties online. These properties get dismissed immediately, but what you need to start thinking is, what can that room look like without the chair, without the hoover, without all this stuff, you know, with a brand new carpet? Could it look completely different? And the answer is absolutely, you know. And you could often look at, you know, people are dismissing this property at that price, and they probably shouldn't be, but they are, because they can't see beyond what they can see. You know, and then if you take a look at the floor plan, I can tell you now, immediately you can add value to this property. All right, you could even you could put a wall up here to give yourself a little snug area, and then you could knock all of that through. Okay, you could knock this through. You could sort of knock this through. You could make this whole area. So if you block this off, knock that through, you'll have a little snug at the front here. This whole area could be open plan, and you could even utilize the conservatory in that you know, open plan area, or you could extend out. You could have this amazing open plan kitchen diner, you know, and then I suppose you could do a few bits upstairs, but look, it will be it's mainly on the, you know, anything on the ground floor that's sort of open plan, that's got a central island, modern kitchen. You're immediately adding value, and trust me, knocking a few walls down, okay, even if they are structural, and I'm not a builder, so don't completely quote me on this, should be pretty inexpensive. All right, so, you know, the main cost is not probably going to be knocking a wall down. It's going to be, you know, putting in a brand new kitchen, and, you know, maybe, obviously an extension can cost you something like 60 grand. So if that isn't in the budget, you could definitely block that off, knock these walls out, create something open plan, and the whole house will look different. You've added value to something that people are dismissing because, you know, they don't like the look of it. That's all that happens the majority of the time. You know, you could do the same with this property here that I found. Look how dark and dingy it looks. I mean, it's a nicely dressed house, but the photographs are bad. You know, I don't feel, you know, I don't feel inspired by it. But then, you know, look, all they had to do here really is open up these doors, light it correctly, you know, take some better images than just of a desk with a chair, you know, brighten the whole place up, you know, put some flowers on the table. If the estate agent did that, brightened everything up, trust me, it would look completely different. And when people are browsing it online, they will look at it differently as well. It's you know, and then it will build more traction, more competition. But you need to use this stuff, you know, properties like this to your advantage. You need to be thinking, well, actually, if I'm thinking that this looks cluttered and old, then other people are as well. And on the back of that, there's going to be less competition. So why don't we go and have a look at this place, you know, and make a lowball offer, because it's clearly not selling and other people are dismissing it. You know, this is clearly not selling. Other people are dismissing it. You know, maybe they're dismissing it because of the layout as well. But look right here. Use your imagination, guys. You could possibly extend this. You could move the kitchen to this part of the house. And then all of a sudden you've got this like much bigger kitchen, lounge, diner, instead of a pokey kitchen over in the corner here. Now, look, that might not be possible, but you just need to use your imagination. You could extend further up as well, possibly, if that was at all possible. I don't know with this property, but just use your imagination. What have we got here? I've got another example of look, poorly photographed. Yeah, all right, they've got some flowers, but why would I be inspired by this house as a first-time buyer? Look, it's a detached, 4-bed detached property. I don't know where you're based, so I appreciate, you know, 625 grand for a 4-bed detached house is a lot, could be a lot of money, but I just want to, the point I'm making here is that, you know, people rely too heavily on, you know, photographs online to get themselves, you know, excited. And at the end of the day, you know, you could turn a house with poorly, you know, taken photographs into something spectacular, and you could probably negotiate hard on these houses that have got poor photographs because everyone's dismissing them. Keep that in mind, everybody, please. All right, so if people are dismissing them online, you could go in and make a lowball offer, negotiate hard, because there's going to be less competition. All you've got to do is use your imagination, and you could add a lot of value to a property. Let's look at the floor plan here. I mean, this is all this is all over the place. So this could be the other thing that happens, right? So typically people go through, I don't know, four or five images and then they dismiss it, right? So in this instance, they'll go, "Oh, I'm not sure about that. No, that's not for me, thanks." Or they look at 3, 4, 5, 6 images. They go, they might have a slight interest. They go straight down to the floor plan. If the floor plan confuses the hell out of them and they think it's small, they'll just move on to the next one. Guys, obviously completely unorganized. I'm not putting my battery is about to run out. Give me a minute. Hey guys, sorry, I'm back. Thank goodness. We're plugged in. We're on charge. We're all good. Right. Okay. So the point here I was making is obviously this it can be dismissed immediately based on a floor plan. So if we look at this, I mean that really is all over the place. Yeah, you could change all of that around. That is definitely something I would need to get my head around. What would you do here? Because you've got the stairs and the hallway in the middle. There's probably more here to do than I can think of off the top of my head right now. But it's possible. I mean, you can see that there are other options here. Just don't dismiss this stuff. I've got another one here. It didn't take me long, by the way, to get to these examples. So look, we've got this one here. Not particularly attractive on the outside. Internally, just look at it. The flooring's all right. The wallpaper looks all right. Now imagine if that was a different colour. You had nice rugs down. You had a nice table in the middle there. You got rid of some of this darker furniture. Again, I appreciate the price tag, but the principles are the same with every property. Every single property. If it's poorly photographed, don't dismiss it. Use your imagination. All right, you could really turn this house around and go in, make offers, negotiate hard. Okay, if you were about to turn this place down based on the photographs, then everybody else is as well. And that puts you in a much stronger position. I'm going to show you an example in a minute as well of how you can turn these ugly looking houses. This one's fine. All right, but obviously I reckon people are turning it down based on the stone fireplace. Maybe some of the colour schemes, maybe because they feel that it looks dark. Maybe they don't like the outside. But let me tell you something. What's this? Look at what you can do. This stuff doesn't take a huge amount of money, but it adds massive amounts of value. And I would say most people would be turning that top image down. If that top image was on Rightmove, without a doubt, most of the population would be going, "Oh, I'm not sure about that. Look, it's got a blue garage." A blue garage, it can change, by the way, although it's still got a blue garage in the other one, but it looks like a nicer shade of blue. But look, look at what's possible. It's the same house. All of a sudden, you're thinking, "Wow, you know what? I would pay an extra 50 grand for that house in the bottom image." But I dismiss the one at the top. I mean, it's insane. Don't do it. Do not dismiss properties based on poor photography. Let's see if I can do a quick search based on 1980s internal transformation. See if I can find. Let's see. This house before and after. Okay, cool. Let's put UK in. Let's just bring up. Okay, all right. I thought this was going to bring up something immediate. What I'll probably have to do, guys, is just have a little look through this and then find some examples. I thought I was going to get some immediate examples. Maybe we'll have to go. Let's try this. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a really good website if you want any inspiration for properties. HOUZZ. See if we can. Yeah, look. That is surely not the same place, right? Before photograph and an after photograph. Look, just think about what's possible, guys. That's all I'm asking. Look. I mean, I actually didn't think that top photograph was too bad, but they've made it look so much nicer, I think, on the outside. Look. You would a lot of people would turn that down on Rightmove. This image here, they honestly, people turn around and go, "Oh God, it's got a pink bathroom. I don't like the look of that. Oh my God, that's going to cost me so much money to change." Like, it doesn't have to. If you get inventive, you can, jump on eBay, jump on Spot. You can pick up bathrooms for quite cheap. You just got to pay the labour, and you could turn a pink, ugly bathroom that everybody's turning down online, okay, purely based on photographs. All right, that property is not selling because everyone's turning it down. You could go in, negotiate hard, and then turn it into something like that. It's a really good website, guys. Let's see if we can. Okay. Anyway, look, I'm hoping you guys get the point. I'm hoping you completely understand what I am talking about. And get out there. Don't stop ignoring ignore the bloody photographs. Look at this, look. Bang. You could turn this stuff into something beautiful, and you can negotiate really, really hard. So don't rely on property photographs and, alone, and start picking up the phone and viewing uglier looking houses and properties that you've dismissed previously. Trust me, go in, negotiate hard, spend a bit of money on it, make it look pretty, and you can add loads of value, and that means you end up with more equity later on down the line. So get out there, guys, make it happen, be the first time buying pros that I know you are, and again, I hope this has helped, and I will see you in the next module. Take care.